Hello everyone. So today in this video we will learn about the very important concept, that is functions in C. So first let us know what are the functions and why these functions are used in the C language. Okay, generally functions are a block of statements which perform a particular task. Okay, as I already told you that a main block we have a set of statements which executes, and whatever the task is performed by that main, and in this main is also a function. So but it is a predefined function, as we have two types of functions in C language. Those are predefined function and user defined function. Predefined function, and each program contains at least one predefined function, and that is main function. So we write in every program, right, that is main, and with opening braces we write all the statements inside the main block. So and that is a predefined or a built-in function. And we have one more function, that is user defined functions. Whereas in user defined function, the function name is declared by a user. So user will be defining the function in this user defined functions. So and we have four types in this user defined functions. Those are with parameters and with return type. So what are these parameters or arguments? Is nothing but will pass an input. I'll show you in this. Okay, I'll tell you about this parameters and return type. We have four types. Those are with parameters and with return type, and with parameters and without return type, without parameters and with return type, and the last one is without parameters and without return type. So we have four. Okay, so we have four user defined functions. So these are the main concepts. So let us see each one and their syntaxes in detail. So first let us see this without parameters and without return type. So what is a parameter? So that input which we pass inside this function is known as a parameter or an argument. We can call it any way. So the input which are passing in the function braces, so that is known as a parameter. Okay, right? So the first concept is without parameters and without return type. So and what's a return type? We return a value. Okay, we generally see here in this C, as it is with return type, here we are returning this value, that is whatever the statement or else whatever the output which we get from this function, we will be returning that output or a value, okay, to that function. Okay, in that case we'll use this return to return the values. So generally, now the first one is a without parameter and without return type. So there will be no return type and no parameter. So void is nothing but no, 0. Okay, so there is no return type, that is void, and no parameter, so I'm taking void here. So inside this function I'll declare set of statements or set of code to be executed, and I'm closing it with closed brace, and this is a declaration. So this is a declaration of this function. Okay, and we'll see this without parameters and with return type. So here with return type, so return type, my return type is of a type integer, so I'm declaring it with a integer. You can take it as char or you can take it as float. Okay, any data type you can take it, but whenever you take the data type int, then you return the value of int only. You return the value of int data type. Okay, and as it is a without parameters, I'm not declaring any parameters, that is void only. Okay, I'm not returning, I'm not including, I'm not passing any parameters. So okay, inside this function there is a statement. Okay, see here, as this is a return type function, I'm returning the value, this value, not only for what are the output will get that, but it has to be of int type. So it has to be of int type. Okay, and I'm closing this function. Okay, I'll tell you this calling functions in after explaining this. And the third one is with parameters and without return type. Okay, so I'm passing this parameters. So here I'm passing a parameter, that is I'm taking the input x, which is of a type integer. Okay, there is a no return type, so I'm not passing any type here, and I'm not returning any value because it's of no return type. So I'm not returning any value. I'm just printing the writing this code inside this function, which is of a type with parameters and without return type. And the fourth one is with parameters and with return type. So all the conditions are included in this, that is specifying this type here, that is integer, and inside this function I'm passing a input of type character. See, this x is a variable of type character. Okay, inside the code I'm writing and returning the value. See, you may think that here I'm using two data types, that is integer and character, but here I'm passing the value of integer type because this is my return type, so I should pass the value of integer type only. Okay, now I'll tell you how to call this. Here in all the cases we have declared these functions, right? Now I have to call these functions to execute this code. So if you simply write this function and without calling it, how will that be executed? Okay, when you call this, it will be, the whole code will be executed. So I'm calling this function. So when you call this, you don't need to mention this return type or anything. I'm just calling the function by specifying the function name. So here my function name is function. You can declare anything. Suppose let us take your own name. Okay, name. This is also a function because user defined function. You can define your own functions. Okay. Okay, I'll take it as function. Okay. See, now when I call this whole block will be executed by the compiler. Okay, this is a normal type, that is without parameters and without return type. Only I'll mention the name of the function with semicolon. Okay, and next without parameters and with return type. See here, so int function void and returning a value. And when I call this function, see, as it is of a return type, I am storing this whole function in a variable which is of a type integer. Okay, see, int x is equal to function. See, same name you should give. Whatever the name you are declaring here, with the same name you have to call. Okay, int x, this whole function I'm storing it in a variable x. Okay, int x is equal to function of function. So this code will be executed. Okay, as it is as this return type is of integer, I am taking here int x variable. Okay, and the third one is with parameters and without return type. So as this is without return type, I am not returning any value, but I have passed input, that is int x is equal to int x. So for that x I need to give some value. So initially the x is empty, that means x has not allocated with any value. So when I'm calling this function, then I'll give this x a value. Okay, now the x is stored with 13. When I'm calling this function, at that time I'll give the value to the x. Okay, now coming to the last one, that is with parameters and with return type. See, here you will understand. So here I have return type as well as parameters. So first I'll give here input, that is x is equal to, I'm giving the value as a. Now here x value will be stored with a. Okay, as this is a character type, I am representing it in a single code character. Okay, now x value is allocated with, okay, now x is having a value a, and I'm storing this function in a variable that is x of int type. Okay, because the return type of this function is a integer. Okay, now we'll execute these programs and I'll show you all the cases. You'll understand it clearly. Okay, so first, this is which one? With return type and without parameters. See, I have not passed any parameters in this. So let us write the code. See, first int main, this is a general, that is predefined function. So inside the main, first I'm calling the function. So whenever the compiler finds a statement that is calling of a function, the compiler redirects to this function. That means whenever the compiler sees the statements, it directly goes to this function and executes the inner code of this. So when it comes to this, okay, first I'll explain you this code how I have written. Okay, first I have declared a function, that is int. Okay, return type of this is int function. Inside the braces I have initialized a variable sum with 0, and then I'm writing a statement, that is sum is equal to sum plus 10. Now what is the sum having? So what is the value of sum? So here value of sum is 0 plus 10, that is 10. So 10 is stored in the sum. Okay, now I'm returning this sum. So sum is returned to this function. Now when I call this, here I have written a statement of calling the function, that is int add is equal to, here add is my variable. I'm taking another variable to store that function. You can take anything. So let us take a. So int a is equal to function. So now I have called this statement. That means now this I am having variable sum which is storing a value, that is 10. So I have to print that, right? So while printing, printf %d comma a. So I'll run this. Now the output will be 10. Okay. Here directly I have taken values. I'm not taking any input from the keyboard. Directly what all the values I have written in this program. Okay, now see, generally you may ask this question, that is we can write it in a normal way. Why to use these functions? I'll tell you why. Generally if you write this program, okay, one time if you can execute, okay, this whole function. If you want to print this value 10, you can write this code and you can normally you can print it. Okay, but if I want this value 10, or if I want to print the sum n number of times, then I use this functions concept. That is, you may call this function n number of times. Okay, See, here I am calling one time, but if you call it 100 number of times, see, I'll show you in this case. Int d is equal to function printf. I'll write another statement, that is a value is percentile d, comma. So what is the function, where the function stored? So in b, so I'll declare here b. Okay, now when I execute this, 10 and a value is 10. Okay, hope you understand, hope you understood this. See, so I can call this n number of times. So here in my main block I am calling this function 2 times. Okay, you can call it in n number of times. That is the main advantage of this concept, that is functions. It reduces the code. Okay, and the main advantage of this is reusability, and we are using this code, right? We are using, and without writing this whole code, just by calling this function multiple times, we can reduce the code and our time is also saved. Okay, now I'll show you this another case, that is without return types and without parameters. Now, okay, inside the main, say return 0 means it's returning nothing. So first I'll declare a function, then I'll go to this int main. Okay, first I'll declare a function, so which is of no return type and no parameters. So I'll take it as okay, simple is the name of my function. Okay, simple, and I'm not passing any parameters. So let us print a statement inside this function, that is hello everyone. Hello. Okay, I'll print one more statement, that is how are you. Okay, so this is my function. Okay, now I need to call this in the main function. Okay, I'll call this, that is simple. When I see, you can differentiate this with semicolons. This is for calling, okay, and this is for declaration. Okay. Now when I run this, my output will be hello and how are you. Okay, so this is a very simple program, and you can you can declare it in a normal way, or you can write it in a simple way. But if I want to call this in number of times, then see, if I call this one more time, hello how are you, hello how are you. Okay, so if I place a printf, then hello how are you, hello how are you. See, so here I'm calling 2 times. Instead of writing this code again, I can simply call this function twice. Okay, and I'll show you the another type, which is now I'll show you. We have completed this without parameters and without return type. Now let us see with parameters and with return type. So here I'm using both. So int function, and let us take a value int x. Okay, now so I'll take int let us take sum is equal to 0 and sum is equal to same program 0 plus 10, or else you can take any other value. So I'm taking 10 only. Now return sum. Okay, now this sum is returned to this int main. Now okay, int, before that let me declare a variable that is a is equal to, you need not to declare any value because I have already taken 10 here. Okay, so int, let us take a value that is add is equal to function of, now I have to pass a value that is 10. So let us declare a value that is a here, x. Okay, now printf %d comma sum, sorry, add. So I'll run this, so my output will be 10. See, if you take 10 here, that becomes without parameters, so I have to pass the parameters here, so I'll declare a variable x here. Okay, so I have to show the both cases, right? So see, if I pass 10 value, this 10 value will be stored in this x. So when this is stored in the x, so x will be having the value of 10. So when I perform the statement, execute the statement, that is sum is equal to 0 plus 10. Okay, it prints this statement. Okay, so we have covered this with parameters and with return type over, and I'll show you without parameters and with return type. I've already shown you that, I think. Okay, now let us see with parameters and without return type. Okay, for with parameters and without return type. So I'm not returning anything. Function int x, same example I'll show you. So here I'll not return anything. So when you're not returning anything, so here itself I'll declare a statement that is printf %d comma sum. Okay, now this whole code will be executed. Okay, now here I'll take a value that is int a is equal to so see here, as this is of no return type, so I'm just passing a value that is 10 into this variable x. So when I pass this value into this variable x, then this whole code will be executed, that is sum is equal to 0 plus x, that is 0 plus 10. When I ask the print, when the compiler comes to this line, then it prints this statement, that is sum will be printed, that is the value 10. Okay, we can see many programs in these functions. I'll show you that in the further classes, then you'll understand it clearly. Okay, thank you.